There's a beautiful flatty. This flatty's like solid, man. It's a good flatty. I didn't get him on the new crankbait. I got him on one of my other crankbaits I made. It was just sitting on the bottom. Whoa, 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 whoa. Geez, it'd be up in the 70s, maybe more. You know, all the biggest flat I've caught have all been caught on crankbaits for bream. Might have one more in him. Got one more in him. Cracker! What an absolute cracker! Look at that. So much fun. Well, I got him on a homemade crankbait, so that's kind of cool. I'll show you the lure. So anyway, yeah, just a little homemade crankbait. That's one of the original ones that I made a little while ago, and this one's like a bronze green with a tingy yellow through it. I've just used Coke cans punched out to make the eyes, because I didn't have any eyes on me at the time, and just an aluminium bib, just like a white coffin bib. So it's got a pretty good action on it. So it's I've caught a few bream, but I've caught a fair few flathead on it too. So I don't know, it's kind of fun, like when you catch a fish on your own lure. Yay! It's official! Little Trev on the new lure. Not the desired species, but still, yep, I'll take it. At least I know it works. Yep. First bream boat on the new lure. Only a little fella. Still. Fun. So I've been listening to the Bream podcast and all the tournament anglers and things like that, and there's a tournament coming up in Morton Bay and Gold Coast, and it's sort of something I've always been interested in doing for years and years and years and never have. So I'm not going to enter in anything this year, but next year I really want to have a crack at this. So once I get the electric bow mount and a sounder, I'm probably going to have a crack at that. But I'm going to start training. So I'm going to start training for comp, just for shits and giggles, and sort of come up with a strategy and game plan for, you know, what I want to do and where I want to fish, whatever tides are happening. So this is just literally a bream session only, nothing else. We might chase tailor later on, I don't know. See how we go. But right, Brimming. We're brimming today. Bedlam Bay, Morton Bay. Got some new reels too, so I'm gonna start off with a bit of top water just to see if there's anything surface feeding, but there doesn't seem to really be any action around. But I'll see what if we can get something. Feeding grounds, the old spawning grounds, and I don't know if they've moved back in here this year, but they're probably sort of not really in spawning mode yet. But this is a really good stage sort of place where they come, and there's actually a little bit of surface action just over there, which is good. There's actually a couple of little balls on the next bay down, so it's like a little sandy bank down there with like yabby grounds. Just doing a quick troll on the way down to this bay. I've seen a few little prawns skipping around. So this is probably gonna be, it actually feels like a flatty. What have we got? I feel like he's gonna do a run. There we go. Okay, we got our first brimbo. We're on the board. He's a bit small. He might not be legal. Oh, he's not even legal, I don't think. He's 25's got to be legal. Oh my god, it's not the easiest way to measure a fish. It's a 25 tip, 23 fork. Our first legal brim. Only just. Anyway, so we're on the board for one. Alright, I gotta go bag of 5. So it's actually a lot of surface feeding. I need to get closer. I need an electric motor. Anyway, let's go spooking with the mercury. I don't want to hit the boat in case somebody's asleep and I wake them up. There's fishy on this boat hole. We're wasting time. I need a bow mat. I need an electric bow mat to do this. It's too hard. Right, so. But I was right. The prawns are running down at the salt works. If you don't know where the salt works is the bottom of Macleay Island and sort of in between Macleay and Carragara. Anyway, bottom of Macleay, just down near the ferry terminals. There's a couple of big holes down here, and they hold prawns, and they just call it the salt works. So this is sort of like, get the camera around. You can see all the boats. We'll zip past them and take some footage. So when that's on, this is generally a really good place to go target bream because you know the bait's down here. and the big ones hang around where the prawns are, especially when the prawns are running. So I'm going to shoot up into some quiet little pockets and bays in around here, and hopefully the prawns are pushed up in the shallows as well, not just hanging in the deep. And if that's the case, there should be some sort of pretty good bream around as well. So you could probably try and fish the edges of the prawns where all the boats are congregated. Like there'd be big bream hanging around the outside of it, there'd be dewies, all sorts of things. But it's just sort of like, I don't have bow mount and I don't have a sounder, so for me that's kind of a no-go for now. But next year we'll try that. But I'll just turn this camera around, you can have a look. Might go get some B-roll. Anyway, there was some bait fishermen catching some pretty solid bream in the 20 metre sort of water zone. Just they're just hanging around on the outsides of the prawn there in the deeper water. So 20 metres out the salt works, the bream are hanging around the edges of the schooled up prawns. But I don't have a sounder, and yeah, it's kind of hard to really get on top of them. There's a few macks and everything around too as well, some mackerel and whatever else. So I'm just going to pop around this little brand new rock wall where the barge is pulling at Maclay, and stick this rock wall and work around this natural structure down around the corner here. Give that a shot, see if we can't pick up some bream. I need a bag. I need to get a bag. So it's very slow going. So little. He's not even legal. They're here, they're just hard to spot. The screamers all munted up. Oh god, it's only small. They're also little. He's angry. Not even legal. Anyway. Alright, quick change of plan. I was going to go to Potts Point, but I'm going to just quickly zip into Paloopa Bay because, I mean, weather says it's supposed to be blowing westerlies, and it's sort of swung around to a northeast. Paloopa Bay fishes really well on the northeast, so I'm going to just quickly drop in there. I've always fished it on the incoming, I've never fished it on the outgoing, so I'm going to drop in there just quickly, probably like 20 minutes. Have a flick around. There's a couple of nice little like rock walls with mangroves, and there's sort of some nice yabby grounds. It's a bit of everything in there really. Anyway, whatever it is, it's definitely a lot better than what I've been catching. It's actually not a bad looking fish. Always a good bit of fun. Oh, it's a brimbo. All around that same size, that 24. 24, 25, 23. legal. It's a 25 and a half. So we've got 3. That's tip too, not fork. That's tip. Oh yeah. It's a little bigger. What do we got? Here's a 29. 29 with a 26 fork. Got that. So that's, how many have we got? Two 25s, 25 and a half, so we've got 4. That was actually a really nice bream. Very nice. It's a 34, and it's a, let's talk fork length here. 34 tip, 32 fork for my 5th. He's fat too. You got a bit of meat on him. Anyway, this might be an opportunity to upgrade. Last time I got my bag, so at least that's something, but it's not a very good bag. It's actually really bad. Right. Anyway, so that's time. I've done me 8 hours pretty well, I think. 7. Oh no, we've still got another hour, but when you take in consideration your travel time back, you might get like another 20 minutes of fishing somewhere. So I'll call this one a fail. We'll tally out the bag off the, I don't have like a weigh bar or anything, so we'll just tally out the weight off the estimator and just have a bit of a ballpark figure. But I don't even think I would have been flat out breaking 2 kilos for the 5 fish. I think maybe 2.1, 2.2, if that, tops, but I doubt it. We'd have been flat out getting 2 with 5 fish. So yeah, very disappointing, but it was still a good effort. It was a good challenge and I had fun doing it, but I just couldn't find them. I need a sander and a Minn Kota. Just makes everything too hard. Anyway, we'll go have a quick muck around down at Redlet Bay and see if we can't find anything else. Have a bit of fun.